So, are you ready to mingle with the doomed house guests? The contract is waiting.
Oh, this one. This is fun.
Do you like parties? Because you've been invited to one. Of course, you'll be killing all the other guests. Are you ready to attend?
Yes, I'm ready. Tell me more.
Splendid. You need to go to the city of Skingrad, to the large house known as Summit Mist Manor. There, you will meet up with 5 very unlucky guests. In order to receive your bonus, you must kill each guest secretly, one by one. If anyone sees you committing murder, the bonus is forfeit.
Who
The
done
guests
it?
believe there is a chest of gold hidden in the house and have agreed to be locked inside until one of them finds it. In fact, the guests believe the key to the manor is inside the chest, and only by satisfying their greed will they be allowed to leave. Poor fools. There is, of course, no chest of gold. The guests will find no key. After you arrive, the doors will be locked behind you, as everyone expects. When all the guests lie dead, you will be free to leave. Now go. See the doorman at Summit Mist Manor. He will explain the rest. Have fun.
If I'm going to a party, I should dress appropriately. Whoops. No, it's not that sort of party. There.
My dear friend, the dark gift is yours. You are now a vampire, a creature of the night. We are now kin. As a vampire, you must feed regularly. The longer you go without blood, the stronger you will become. But there are dramatic adverse effects as well. Forgo your feeding, and you will no longer be able to blend into normal society. You will be shunned as a monster. And let's not forget sunlight. In short, you will become like me. Yes, it's true. I'm quite the social pariah. After a few hundred years, the change happened on its own. But you need not worry about that now. Maybe in a few centuries, Just remember, blood is your salvation.
But do you know anything of a cure?
Yes. Yes, I believe it's possible. A mage named Raminus Polus has done some research. He's in the Imperial City at the Arcane University.
That's curious. Anyway, any advice for this contract?
The key to successfully completing this contract is effectively blending in with the other guests. So, for Sithis' sake, do not wear your hood.
Hello?
So, the last guest finally arrives. I'll tell you what I told all the others. You go in, I lock the door. You don't come out until it's over. Now I'll tell you what I didn't tell everyone else. We have the same mother, you and I. And she wants you to have this. It's the key to the house. I guess someone else has already told you the other details. Kill all the guests, then leave, right? Well, you better get in there. Time to mingle.
The thing I chose characters. Big cross out.
The sixth guest has finally arrived. Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting? It seems like an age. Whoever invited us here must at least know us, don't you think? In any event, we're all stuck here together, so we might as well get acquainted. The rest of us have already traded introductions. I'm Matilda Petite. The others are Nels the Naughty, Neville, Devisi Dran, and Primo Antonius. Now, who might you be? Please, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm certain how to kill you. Yeah. My baby's sick, and we are poor. Well, I don't really look poor the way I'm dressed, but that's a good sob story.
Oh, you poor dear. Well, this does make things difficult for me. I want to find the gold as much as anyone, but you need it so much more than I do.
So, tell me about the other guests.
The little dark elf. She seems a nice enough girl. But to be perfectly honest, I've never trusted their kind.
And they don't trust anyone else.
The little... That's
Don't
right,
help
it's
yourself.
a Breton name. I'll have you know the Petites are one of High Rock's oldest and most respected noble families.
Who's Nels Noy? He sounds interesting.
He's a Nord. Mead-swilling barbarians, all of them.
Yeah, you don't sound all that racially sensitive. Anyway,
From what I gathered, he's a retired soldier. He's been all across the Empire fighting in various campaigns. Goodness, he's handsome.
And Primo?
He's young, well-educated, and obviously full of himself. Not much different than any young nobleman, really.
I want to find out more about them.
I like that a lot. Thank you. Don't make me... That never happened. That's really funny.
Same as before.
You're too kind. Don't make me... So you say?
Okay.
I like that.
Haha! Okay, maybe now she'll open up more.
Personally, I think she's a little floozy. She's been eyeing young Primo Antonius, probably smells his wealth.
I think everyone here is rather greedy.
Oh, that man disgusts me. I find his entire manner offensive. Why, just before you got here, he told me the most off-colour joke about an Argonian maid.
What? I have a feeling I'm not gonna like him.
Well, if I can be perfectly honest with you, I find Neville quite attractive. Red Guards are so exotic, don't you think?
I knew it.
It's obvious that young Primo comes from wealth. A chest full of gold would be mere spending change for him.
Yeah, why is he here?
All right, then. I guess I'd better start looking.
So here
That
we all
gold's
are.
not going to find itself.
Hello?
So you finally showed up. It's about time. People of my station are not accustomed to waiting.
Your station?
She's quite beautiful, isn't she? A little young, perhaps, and not exactly highborn, but she possesses a unique elegance.
This is a very interesting group of
The
people.
old woman. She's quite a pest, really. I think she's gotten it into her head that I need mothering or something. She is sorely mistaken. There's something about Nels I can't quite place. He's not for money, that's obvious, but I don't think he's quite the buffoon he seems either.
And
He
Neville?
reminds me of the guards under my father's employ, strict, no nonsense, and ready to fight at a moment's notice.
And tell about
It's
yourself.
a regal name from a rather regal family. Indeed, my father owns more property than the East Empire Company. Yes?
Supposed to anything? Anyway,
That's just talk. Get away from me. I wish I could say that. No, you do me too much honor. You're a... I wish I could. Please.
That was a good
I'm
one.
embarrassed, but thank you. Can I be honest with you, my friend? I find Dovisi captivating. She possesses a beauty beyond compare. Maybe you could do me a favor. If you speak with her, put in a good word for me, would you? I would be forever in your debt.
Sure. And
Apparently, the
petite.
poor old woman thinks she's from a well-to-do family. Truth is, I have servants with more nobility in their blood than her.
Not to boast or anything, right?
Nels is a drunk. He doesn't even try to hide that fact. But what else is he? When the liquor is dried, what remains of the man? I think Nels drinks to forget, maybe about some tragedy in his life. He plays the buffoon, but I sense a deep sadness in him.
That's interesting. Anyway, well,
I know he's a
Neville.
retired Imperial Legion officer. Apparently,
Uh-huh.
he's been in campaigns all across the Empire, from Skyrim to Morrowind. I also get the sense that he's very eager to find the gold. I can't imagine his life of servitude to the Empire left him with much to retire on.
Okay, well, maybe I'll go talk to her. She's right there.
That gold's not going to find...
Hello, I'm Dovesi. I'm very pleased to meet you. Now that you're here, we can really start looking for that chest of gold. What I mean to say is, before you arrived, we all just sort of glanced around a bit. Now that we're all officially here, we can look in earnest.
So tell me about yourself.
Not much to tell about me, really. I'm from Morrowind originally, but my family moved to Valenwood a few years ago. Well, I really don't know her, but she seems like a very respectable old lady.
No, not from what she said to me.
What makes him so naughty? He seems nice enough to me. He's a very serious man, but I guess that's normal for a retired soldier. He's very handsome, but please don't tell him I said so.
Well, about that,
We'll see.
Anyway, first I'll get her to open up to me.
You're revolting. No, you do me too much honor. That's pretty... I can't argue with that.
What?
I doubt it. You should be ashamed. No, you do me too much
Uh-huh.
honor. I can't argue with that.
Okay, I think she'll open up
Honestly,
now.
I don't think she likes me. It's because I'm a
I don't think so either.
I heard her say something to Neville, and it wasn't very nice.
Yeah, I got that impression too.
Every
Ray
now and then he
Mills.
looks over at me and smiles. I think he's sweet on me. If Nels finds the gold, maybe he'll want some company. I know he's a
Neville?
retired soldier. But not just a soldier. He was an officer in the Imperial Legion. I hate the Legion and everything it stands for. When those soldiers came to Morrowind, they persecuted my people and stole our lands. Neville may not be in the Legion anymore, but who knows what atrocities he committed.
I mean, that was thousands of years ago.
It's pretty
Anyway,
obvious
fine.
that Primo comes from a wealthy family. He would never be interested in a girl like me, I'm afraid.
He said so otherwise. Not true, he told me he likes you.
He did? Oh my goodness, what should I do? Should I talk to him? Or maybe play hard to get? Or should I, or would that be too forward?
Go to his room.
Oh, you
right from
think
there.
so? I mean, it is rather
Good.
forward, but I like it. All right, then. I'll wait for him in his room upstairs. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Now, you'll be all alone
Yes,
that way.
maybe we'll speak again later.
I'm gonna open a tavern. Not that I
Anyway.
welcome your patronage. No pigs allowed inside, you see. You Legion types tend to stink up a place.
A tavern?
They seem awfully friendly.
Oh, I should have known. Leave it to a barbarian to spend an entire chest full of gold on beer and mead. How pathetic.
Okay,
Well,
so
hello
now,
there.
let's talk.
Nels is my name. Some call me naughty, but don't you believe it.
Anyway,
Don't let the name
What's your
fool
name?
you.
what was your name?
I had a bit too much mead a few years back, and there was this tavern wench. Anyway, just call me Nels.
Well, how'd that story end up?
Let me confide
Thinking.
something in you, my friend. Dovisi is the spitting image of my own daughter. Her skin is darker, of course, but that sweet face. My daughter was
Oh.
killed, you see, a few years back by bandits. I'm sorry. Please forgive a father's heavy heart.
Well, that's interesting to know. Anyway, I'm more petite.
You should have seen the old biddy trying to talk to young Primo Antonius. She may be a noble, but he looked down on her like a scullery maid.
He seems pretty open
For
to me.
you, of course.
Very interesting for an orc. Anyway,
I
well,
will confide
hello.
something in you, my friend. I despise Neville and all his Imperial Legion ilk. They are useless, uncaring tools of corruption. 3 years ago,
I would
my
not
village
pick
in
up that what
Skyrim
you
was
thought.
attacked by bandits. We went to the nearby Imperial Legion outpost, but they refused to help us.
Oh.
My dear, sweet daughter Olga was killed that day. She was murdered, and the Legion would do nothing to help her. Neville and his kind are scum.
He actually has a very interesting backstory. Anyway,
Primo is
Primo.
young and rich. I can
Primo,
sense a good,
whatever.
decent person in there somewhere. He just has to get his priorities straight.
And finally,
Oh, yes. Maybe we'll speak again later.
Ah, yes, the sixth guest. I'm Neville. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
tell me about yourself.
I'm a Red Guard, though I've never actually been to Hammerfell. I was born here in Cyrodiil. My family has been in the Legion for 3 generations. Oh yes, Davisi Dran. She's a dark elf originally from Morrowind, or so I hear. I get the sense she doesn't like me very much.
Yeah, I get that sense too, anyway.
Matilde seems like an upstanding citizen of the Empire. She respects the law and recognizes the Legion as Tamriel's greatest defense against evil.
What do you think of Nels?
Nels is a Nord, and like all Nords, he's a lawless barbarian with no respect for authority.
And
Primo's a blue blood, a noble through and through. He thinks he's better than most people, and in most cases, he's right.
well,
I'm listening.
I think can make you like me more.
Really? Interesting. That's just talk. I like that. Don't try to manipulate me. That's great. What nonsense. What a... Oh, I see.
Okay, so now
Davisi is a dark elf. They call themselves Dunmer. When I was young, I spent some time stationed on Fort Moonmoth, on their homeland of Morrowind. I have great respect for the Dunmer people. They are strong and noble and generally understand the importance of law and discipline. Unfortunately, Davisi doesn't seem to like me very much, but I don't blame her. The young ones tend to have problems with authority figures.
well,
If I may be honest, I feel a bit sorry for the old woman. She comes from a noble family, I'm sure, but seems a lot less well off than she should be.
Nels?
You know what I think? I think that barbarian will do anything to get his hands on the chest of gold. His kind are greedy and vicious, all of them. Trust me, I know. I was stationed at Fort Frostmoth for a few years on the Isle of Solstheim. Those Nords are a bunch of animal-worshipping savages. They're all the same, full of meat and something to prove. We lost a lot of good men up there. A lot of good men.
And well, Primo.
I'll confess that I have no idea why Primo is here. The kid's got more wealth than the rest of us combined. He sure doesn't need a chest of gold. Maybe he's incredibly greedy, but I don't think so. My guess is that
You're all
Primo
greedy.
is so bored he simply has nothing better to do.
Okay, well, I've gone to know everyone.
Oh yes, maybe we'll speak again later.
Well, I've convinced one of the guests to be all alone, so... Wait, there's someone else up here? Aw, this old lady needs to sleep.
You seem like a very nice person. I very much want to find the gold, but I wish you luck. May the best guest win. All right then, I guess I'd better start looking. That gold's not going to find itself.
You what? Wait. Is
I
that...
can't quite decide where I should look.
No.
I don't want to break anything, but the chest of gold could be hidden anywhere. So,
Maybe.
are you ready to search for the chest of gold? I'm confident I'll find it. Not that I need the money, of course. My family is quite wealthy.
I tell you more about
Can I be honest? Maybe you could... Oh, thanks. Maybe we'll speak again later.
This isn't quite going how I planned it. I thought you'd be alone, not... Oh, wait. He's somewhat alone.
So here we all are. Certainly is a nice house.
Right.
Yeah!
Did anyone... Did anyone hear that? Hey, no one suspects a thing. Now he's all alone. While I'm here, might as well feed. Now she is all alone. Oh,
Oh, thank goodness it's you, sweetie. Please don't wander too far away. I feel safe with you. One less dark elf in the world. And now there's one less person to find the gold as well. It's a good day,
how
don't
do you know
think?
about that?
So, Nels is dead. I don't condone murder, of course, but I can't say he'll be missed. As a rule, I find Nords rather... vulgar. I know you're no killer. That means it's Neville. Oh, I'm so frightened. Please, protect me from him.
So she suspects him. Well, I guess I'll leave him alive.
I just can't believe he's dead. He was like a young, beautiful prince. I hope whoever did this can live with themselves.
Hey, Monk.
This is insane. We're being hunted down one by one. There must be a way out of this madhouse.
There you are. Listen, I've searched every inch of this house. It's sealed up tight. There's no way in or out, and there's nobody hiding any place. That means the killer has been inside with us all along. You and I aren't murderers, so that leaves one person. We must prepare to defend ourselves. I was in the Legion for a great many years, my friend. I saw a lot of horrible things, including the murders of children. It made no sense then, it makes no sense now. But don't you worry. I vowed to bring Divisi's killer to justice. One less Nord in the world is something I'd normally cheer about. But the fact that he was murdered by a fellow guest does put a damper on things. Primo was a young man, strong and full of life. Surely he would have been able to defend himself against an attacker.
Well,
3 people have been killed, and the only ones left are you, me, and a little old lady. One of us is a murderer, and my money's on the old lady. Don't let her looks deceive you, friend. I've seen Black Widows like her before. Her crimes must not go unpunished. Justice is at hand. Ha!
well, thanks for making my job a bit easier. You had a 1-2 chance, and you made the wrong choice.
Well done. Not only did you kill the 5 guests, you acted as an
That was
agent
blessing.
of
Ooh.
terror and grief.
And
You have
plus
earned
to
your
increase your
reward
sneak.
and bonus, assassin.
And security,
I
haha.
lay upon you now
Ah!
the Night Mother's blessing.
Nice.
May she walk with you always and guide your hand as you
Nice.
act in accordance with the 5 tenets.
That was definitely worth the bonus.